Alright folks, Mike the Ashamed Canadian here, coming at you from my little studio, I guess you would call this. We have a huge problem with policing in this country, and we have an even bigger problem with government and police not knowing what the Constitution of Canada is and what the Charter of Rights and Freedoms says. We have cops that go around and says that the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is only a guideline. That's bullshit. They're written there for a reason. They're not a fucking guideline, okay? They're the law. And when you guys fucking learn the law, then maybe you'll understand it. But we have these criminal cops that like to go around and beat people up and everything. We're hearing about all these arrests that are happening in Ottawa, about all these violent criminals that they're arresting. Well, let's get into that, shall we? I'm about to show you a series of a few videos that I have managed to find. And please go check out Justin Credible TV. The guy's been doing some amazing work out there, bringing us the news that we need to see and hear, not the news that fake media wants to put out, like the CBC and CTV and Global and Rogers. As far as I'm concerned, I believe that everybody should just boycott them. The mainstream media will only put out what they're told to put out, and that's it. They don't give a shit about rights. They don't give a shit about what is allowed to be said and what's not. They don't give a shit about the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. They just care about the almighty dollar. Steve Murphy from CTV, biggest hypocrite of them all out there. And that's just from Atlantic Canada here, from CTV Atlantic. The guy is such a hypocrite, and the guy spreads nothing but bullshit lies. So Ottawa police say that they have all these bad people that they arrested. Well, here's a short video. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. Let's check out what this person did.
Oh, it's another one of these middle of the night videos, but my phone is exploding with people trying to send me info they want me to get out. So you need to pay attention. Pay attention. Red alert.
Is that your property? It is now. So you have the right to take gas cannons off of a trucker's truck. Is that correct? It is correct. According to what?
That was incorrect. The cops had no right to take anything off any trucks. That's out and out theft. And all those gas cans and all that gas that they went around and they confiscated from people that were helping the truckers, they stole it one day and they had to give it all back the next day. But what they didn't tell people is that they added water to all of the gas cans and mixed the fuel with water, which makes all that fuel useless now. You can't burn it, nothing. So it can't be used in any vehicle whatsoever now because they put water in it. So they just destroyed thousands of dollars worth of property. They will not be held accountable. This is a problem. They did it on purpose. They knew what they were doing, and they knew that they would get away with it. So they do it anyways. because of qualified immunity and because of the police unions. They get away with doing whatever they want. And this is why we have such a big problem here in Canada with police. Nobody wants to admit it. Everybody sees it, but nobody has the balls to say anything. It's only been the last few years since YouTube has really exploded with First Amendment audits and cop watching and that down in the States that it's actually came here to Canada. And now, all of a sudden, an instrument that was developed and sold to the public starting in 1888 is now a danger to society. And that object is called a camera. But as we see, cops do whatever they want, and they're not held accountable for any of their actions. So how can they go around and tell other people that they should be held accountable for their actions no matter what, when we have law enforcement out there that won't even abide by the law or their policies? So why should we have to do the same thing? What if we, the people, started treating cops the way that they treat us? You know, they always want this help. They're crying for this help all the time. Oh, we need the public's assistance in this case, or we need the public's assistance in this case, or we need your help with this, or can you please help us with this? Why should anybody in their right mind help you guys? Look at what you're doing to us. And I'm about to show you some more videos, just in case you think that you're not doing anything wrong. Let's just get into this next video and see.
It has begun. Fuel supplies are being confiscated as we speak, and arrests have begun.
Because of the... Really? Okay. And that's why they're here. So they want to block them to go help them.
Yes.
They're blocking people from joining into the...
From helping us.
In front of the truckers, in front of the parliament.
These people that are bringing in jerry cans and containers filled with diesel and propane bottles, all that stuff, to the truckers. These are actually citizens. These are people coming to help and donate fuel to the truckers. We need a tax revolt in this country. We pay their salaries, and this is how they're fighting against us. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of police officers in Ottawa who are not happy about this, because a lot of them are supporting what's going on. They're trying to force the trucks to leave if they freeze them out, and they don't have any way to cook in the freezing weather back east in Ottawa, or to keep warm. There's something seriously nefarious about all of this, but it's also not surprising. Let's take a look at the state of emergency that's happening in Ottawa right now. But won't someone think of the children? Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. I've been watching stream after stream after stream of different people streaming in the Ottawa area. A couple of the ones I can name off the top of my head is Just Incredible TV. Big shout out to him. A huge big ups to Travel Fund 69. Great work you and Orchidea doing out there. Kevin K. Ottawalks. And there's a bunch more that are I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but again, we have this here, this next video that I'm about to show you. You can go up on my channel and you can watch the whole the whole video. I'm just going to show a portion of it here, but it says major arrest in Ottawa. That's the name of it. And, well, look at this major arrest, folks. Hey folks, Mike the Ashamed Canadian, and boy do I have a disturbing story to show you guys. Ottawa police said that they were arresting people and stuff like that because of protesters. Well, let's dive right into this and show you what kind of protesters they were arresting and how they were doing it and why.
Qualify for a charitable tax receipt. Please consider making a donation, guys, if you want to help Gerald fight back.
So, that was a 78-year-old man that was arrested for honking his horn at the truckers, in support of the truckers. He honked his horn, folks. And that's what happens when you honk your horn in Ottawa, and the Ottawa cops don't want you to. It's perfectly legal to honk your horn. They put an injunction against the truckers blowing their horns, which are air horns, which are a hell of a lot louder. But to have a horn on your minivan and that, it's not illegal to honk your horn at all. It's actually part of your freedom of expression to do that, and that's what happens. Now, we'll see if I can get to the end here a little bit, and I'll just let him show you what bring it over a bit more. So you can see all the cuts and everything all on his arms and everything from the handcuffs. And well, here's a little bit of what he had to say.
To fight this unnecessary ticket in court, because beeping your horn in support of a trucker is just not illegal. And David Amber knows what he's doing. He's been a lawyer in many fight the fines cases, and he's helping the truckers who are being ticketed in Ottawa as well to offset the.
We'll go up here. Justin Trudeau, the Ottawa police. I told you they were dirty. So M. Jones is the cop
police
that did it.
In Canada, next to the RCMP are the worst. Toronto police are the second. Ottawa police are the third. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the chats.
So, we won't go too much further into this. There's another part of that video. But again, these are the people that the police are arresting. And if you notice, unnecessary noise is, well, here, I'll bring it up, just make it a little larger for you, just in case, but right at the very top there, unnecessary noise, right there. And the ticket is $110 for blowing your horn, folks. So I guess GM and Ford and Dodge and everything have to now remove all the horns off of their vehicles because if they sell them in Ottawa, or you have to get your horn disconnected before you go to Ottawa, because you will get a $110 fine, you will be beaten and handcuffed, you will be left bloodied, And there's nothing you can do about it because they have qualified immunity. Again, here is another one that I just found. This happened on February 7th or February 8th, one of the two, just a couple of days ago though. Watch this interaction, folks. We'll just go bring it to about a minute and a half or so in, and watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I could go over and ask him. I'm sure a bunch of us are gonna get arrested today sometime. Yeah, we're trying to get something going, but we'll see. I'm not gonna be able to do too much more lately. I've used 90% of my data. Oh look, there's another cop car stopping. Oh, they gotta give him assistance because there's only one person in the truck, you know? Like, he's dangerous. Well, yeah. Yeah, here we go. We got him surrounded.
Watch this, folks.
Yeah.
This will blow your fucking
I
mind.
wonder what's gonna happen now. Oh, look. They're backing right up to his truck.
Watch this. The cop just ran right into him.
Wow.
What are you doing?
You're backing right into his car.
What are you doing?
No, you ran into his truck. He's not doing anything wrong. You gotta be cool. You gotta be joking. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Holy freak, guys! There's no need of that violence! You guys are violent! You guys are the ones who are violent, not us! He did nothing wrong! You guys are gonna be on video viral! You guys will know! The world is gonna know!
It's only because it's got the trudeau finger too. That's what they're fucking.
I'm on video, guys. I won't be there.
Yeah, why did they pull in the first place? They were done with him.
You really needed another officer? You couldn't have handled one? He wasn't even saying nothing to you. He wasn't even... Oh my God.
Totalitarian government is not anything.
Yes,
See
you
how they
did.
treat you, folks?
I thought you were running into him.
Why?
Why?
I want you to get hit by a car.
I'm not going to get hit by a car. I'm not in the middle of traffic.
In the lane that the police are off.
I am not in the lane. He did nothing. I've been here for 5 minutes, and he's done nothing. I can't believe you guys. Like, seriously. He did nothing wrong. You were backing into his freaking truck. I've got it on video.
See how arrogant these fucks are? They just stand there, they don't give a fuck. They're in their own cloud. They're in their own gang. And that's a problem. And people don't seem to realize that these guys are an actual gang. There was no need for that whatsoever. That cop literally, you've seen it yourself, ran into that guy's truck because he was trying to get move out of the cop's way because he was running into him. And this is what happens, folks. Now they'll charge him with attempt flee a police stop. I bet you this guy winds up with at least a half a dozen charges on him. For what? Because he had a Trudeau sign, the finger, this, on his truck. Well, this is for all you cops out there. And you can take it right up to the fucking elbow. Right up your fucking ass. Because you're nothing but a bunch of pieces of fucking shit. Every fucking one of you. This is what I've been trying to explain for fucking 40 years. What's been going on. But nobody wants to listen. And now it's getting too late. Because now they get to do whatever the fuck they want. Because of qualified immunity and police unions. So, for all you people that never stood up before, you know what? You brought this on yourself. You know? There's been groups of us out there for fucking years trying to do this. Decades to try and get fucking police reform. But no, you guys think that, oh, they wear a badge and they have a gun and they're the most respected people in the world and blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. Right now, they're the most hated people in the world next to Justin Trudeau. The police have run amok. They've gone way over the board now. And there needs to be police reform in this country, and it needs to happen soon, or there's going to start being a lot more violence because people aren't going to take it anymore. You've seen what happened after 2 years of lockdown, what the truckers are doing now. Well, guess what? I say we all start standing up and start going after cocksuckers like these, right here. We start going after them. And start treating them the way that they treat us. Exactly the same way. And see how they like it. Because this has got to stop. This fucking qualified immunity bullshit. These cops getting away with doing whatever the fuck they want. Watering down the gas and that so that they can't use it anymore. Stealing the gas to begin with. Pulling people out of their fucking vehicles because a cop hits them. You know, this is all bullshit. And this is what's tying up our courts. Now, you guys want to know why your fucking city budgets and everything, you don't have money for different services? This is why right here. This is why. They're tying up the courts. They're tying up taxpayers' money. Doing shit like this. And then the city ends up paying for it out of all these lawsuits and that. These cops don't pay for it. It doesn't come out of their budget or nothing. The city has to pay for that. Your tax dollars have to pay for them abusing people, and yet we still send them out there to fucking keep doing it. And nobody's doing anything about it. These cops just go on for like another 2 minutes basically, and they're holding them there and they start walking them to the car, and then the video ends. But it's just fucking disgusting. Disgusting. And then we got this asshole. Now, this prick right here, let's try and get him center of the fucking camera here. This prick here is the chief of police for Ottawa. This guy here is trying everything he can. 1 second. This prick right here is trying everything he can to get more money from all different levels of government, and so that they can hire constitutional lawyers and everything, so that they can go over this, so that they can change the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, so that terrorists like him get to do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. This guy needs to be in jail. Period. Sorry folks, my fingers don't bend any more than that. But he needs to be put in jail. This guy is literally telling his employees to go out and do whatever the fuck they want and letting them do it. There was no need for what they did to that 78-year-old man. There was no need for what they did to that guy in that pickup truck that we just seen. There was no reason for them to steal the fucking the fuel. And there was definitely no reason for them to add water to all the fuel so that they couldn't use it. You know? But again, he is part of it. He's the one that okayed all of this. He's the chief. So he's the one that should be held more responsible than the rest. But all the rest should still be held responsible for doing it to begin with. If you went to a gas station and you bought, somebody sold you gas and it had water in it, what would happen? You could sue that fucking gas station for having water in it because it fucked up your engine. All that gas that they did, that's theft over 5,000 for one, because they stole over 5,000 liters of fuel at $1.50 a liter roughly. So there's over $5,000 worth of fuel. So that's theft over 5,000. And then you got destruction of property over $5,000 because they destroyed the property by adding water to it. Then you had the theft to begin with. And then you got guys like him that are telling his officers to go out to do it. And calling the police unions to help back them. So this is what we have in our country, running our country, working on our city streets. Guys like this terrorist right here, and yes, I will call him a terrorist. And if you look up the definition of a terrorist in the dictionary, well, you know what? So, let's go. So that you guys see what I'm searching here, I looked up definition of a terrorist, and it's really hard to see with this camera with the light and everything, but it says a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. Unlawfully using violence and intimidation. So the same, is that not what they're doing? You know, it's proof that it's unlawful what they're doing. And who are they doing it for? Oh, would that be Justin Trudeau and his political aims? No, it wouldn't be that, would it? Well, until these cops start doing the right thing, they're going to have a lot more people not wanting to even call them for anything anymore. They won't want their help in anything. When they see you, they will give you the big Trudeau, you know, the big middle finger, because that's all you're worth. Every one of you dirty cops out there, you better check yourself, because the cameras are rolling, and this is going to stop. Because if not, there will be a revolution in Canada, in North America, because policing has gone way over the top. We have police out there that are enforcing people's feelings because they don't like something. Well, you know what? The Charter of Rights and Freedoms specifically says that you can stand up against stuff like that. That you have the right to say stuff like that. It's called freedom of speech and freedom of expression. And if you don't like it, go to your closest major city. In those major cities, there's this thing called an airport. Get on an airplane, get the fuck out of this country if you don't like our rules and laws here. And that goes for every one of you fucking cops. And Justin Trudeau, you should just go back to Cuba where you belong, because you do not belong in Canada. You can take this as a threat, you can take it as a promise, I don't give a fuck. But if I ever see you, I will beat the living piss out of you. I will beat your fucking ass like an MMA star. I will boot fuck you until you are blue in the face and bleeding. Because you brought this on yourself. And I imagine I'm not the only Canadian out here that thinks the same way that I do right now. I bet you that if I put a poll out right now, that I could probably get over 1 million Canadians to say the same thing. That they would rather do the same thing to you. So, under my freedom of speech, and under my freedom to regress my government, Justin Trudeau, suck my fucking dick and lick my fucking ass.